Hello and welcome to another episode of The Sergio Show. I'm your host, Sergio Dominguez, and here you are catching me reading 2 pages of newspaper comic strips. The comic strip. The earliest form of cartoon entertainment. Before we had moving animation on the internet, or in TV, or in films, we had our cartoon experience in the form of the comic strip. A good joke or even a good story can be told from 9 to 3 to 4 to maybe even 1 panels of the comic strip. Some comic strips make you laugh, and some comic strips make you think, and some comic strips make you even relate. And you would think with today's technology and art form of how we can entertain people through the magic of cartoons, you would think comic strips would just disappear like dust. Poof! But no, they've come back and even stronger, with not only younger people entertaining people with cartoons with just panels, but they're sharing it through this thing called the internets. Oh, I knew about that for a long time. But it's still an amazing thing to know that the art of the cartoon comic strip is still alive and well in today's time and even the future. Even yours truly had experience in making comic strips. Before I understood the concept of animation, I loved drawings and telling jokes, so I've made comic strips and comic books based on characters I've created, and later on made cartoon versions of me in comic strip form, which would later on become The Sergio Show. I even went as far as back in 2012, I won this contest where you take these characters from a popular animated internet show and put them in a 3-panel comic strip and submit it, and the creators of the show will pick 3 of the best ones and it will become part of an animated episode. I submitted 3, and within a month later, one of them got picked to be the opening joke for the episode. It was one of my biggest achievements ever, and I'm going to show you that big achievement right now. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it's heavily pixelated because of, reasons. But you understand, link somewhere. So while cartoons sprint because of animation, comic strips have always helped cartoons run. Because of their panels and the way they stage and approach things, comic strips technically still exist through animation in these storyboards. As some of you know, storyboards are like comic books or even comic strips, where it is squares that symbolize the camera placement and the placement of the characters and arrows and dialogue and all that stuff. But lower production and only to help set up what the animation is going to be. So I've talked long enough. Now to end this episode, I'm going to do something that I should have done earlier in this episode. I'm going to go inside a comic strip. And I'm going to go inside this comic strip by using this machine. Alright folks, wish me luck. Huh. Well, I guess there is another way to enter inside a comic strip. Sergio into time to skidoo. Woo! Aw, I'm inside a comic strip. Yeah! Now to do a quick montage of me doing comic strip related things. Oh, that was fun. Alright, now it's time for me to end this episode of The Sergio Show. So thank you very much for watching. I am Sergio Dominguez, saying, have an animated day. Sergio STUDIOS.